She said, say less, say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less, talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog with a bite. I just want to nibble on your night.
From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Couple of teams here who began the year with wins. Let's see who can make it 2-0 as off we go in week 2. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. This return makes it up to the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
And he's able to drive up past the 40. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. This time it's a passing play. Looking slant route, complete. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bills first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Running back sent in motion. To throw it on first down. Complete out to the right. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. From his own end zone, here we go. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
At their own 24-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Only took him one play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. Going to the ground again on first. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Herbert from the gun. It's caught. This is Lad McConkey. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. He sends this one to the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers finish off their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Gets this to Kincaid. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation could create the big play down the field.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No return on that punt. And the Chargers take possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Herbert. He lofts it deep left. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. To the house, touchdown LA. The Chargers need only 1 to take the lead. A quick quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines, because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker, because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. He fields it from the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Escapes the pocket. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. It's a 14-7 game. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They have 2nd down and 5. Plowing up the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. He rolls to his right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Thought he had a touchdown there. So 2nd down coming up. Back to throw. Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. And the Chargers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. And just like that, a really good drive is taken away with an INT.
Sure was a lot of promise on that series, right?
Yeah.
That's a small silver lining for them at the very least, but probably won't be much comfort now. And it's going to feel even worse when this quarterback watches the tape tomorrow.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. Throw left side, complete. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second and 6 coming up here. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. On the move, headed right. Now he'll try one deep down the right sideline. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. And the Bills are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are...
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Chargers are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Oh, my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a third in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
They'll run here on first down, making defenders pay for trying to tackle him. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Back to the well again. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7. Putting a receiver in motion. On 3rd down, Herbert has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it, it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Looks like they will indeed try it, 4th and 2. Trying to push this past the marker. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
Finds Kincaid. And he'll get it up to the 44. Offense up to the line fast. Handoff on 2nd and short. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They go play action on 1st. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play. And the Chargers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Hits his running back. And he'll maybe get 2 out of that, so that play brings us to the 2-minute warning. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now Herbert to throw. Short pass brought in. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Chargers will have a first. Throwing now from the gun. Connecting on the slant. And he's going to be brought down at the 40-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it brings up an LA first down. It's Herbert once more. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. This one intended for the running back. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Herbert to throw once more. We put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
To the air, 3rd and long. He's on the move. And he has the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers grow their lead just before halftime. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision. But when you give your receiver a chance, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust your guys are better than theirs.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers double their lead to 14. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He stopped on the return at the 27. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Escapes out to the left. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. They'll throw it. That finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete.
I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Second and 10 now. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It is caught left side. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Throwing deep for the end zone. Deep sideline shot is caught, and he gets out to stop the clock. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills make it a one-score game before halftime. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Bills chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Fielded at the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. One last play before the break. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And not much. He maybe got a few across the 30 to about the 32. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. Herbert from the gun. He'll have the first down and even more. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Chargers will have a first.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
I know it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant, because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Herbert here, 3rd and long. And That's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up fourth down.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. That punt reaches 50 yards. And the Bills will take over possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Throwing from the gun. That's incomplete left side. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Third and long for him here. Oh no, they get him yet again. And he makes the let's go. That's a touchdown on the pick six. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? Man, they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme was give me 6.
Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chargers double their lead to 14. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Now give left side. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Now looking to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw, but it's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Throw on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. They'll throw on 1st. Forced out to his right. And they bring him down around the 34. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Pass play on 1st and 10. Chased out to his right. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's pretty impressive, Kate. I mean, to have the awareness, the body control to not just secure the ball, but to keep both feet down on the sideline.
They'll try and punch it in. Scores! Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. And look at this return. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled.
At their own 37-yard line.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
May not be the way he typically gets the ball, Kate, but once he had it in his hands like a reception, he knew what to do with it. He smelled that 1st down, and he went and got it.
Blown back gets the handoff. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Throwing now, Herbert. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You could do a lot worse than a quick little shuffle gives sometimes. I like that play. That shuffle pass just keeps the defense honest, keeps them guessing a little bit. Normally goes for positive yardage, and sometimes you're even able to surprise that defense entirely.
That's the end of the 3rd on Sun. Offense to the line for 2nd down. They motion the tight end over. Now Herbert again. Flushed out of the pocket. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That play good for 17 and a 1st down. They've got a man in motion. Herbert throwing again. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. It's Herbert once more. Pass is caught at the 9. Look at this inside the 10 to the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Going ground on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. He gets him 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd and goal.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And he's in for the touchdown. 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers double their lead to 14. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And they pick him off again. Brushes him off with ease. And the Chargers take possession of the football.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Going ground game again here. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers stretch their lead to 21. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He finds Kincaid. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. To throw here on 1st down. Buys time, rolling right. He takes it himself. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. That holding penalty is going to make 1st down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Setting up a throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. And incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Escapes the pocket. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Working quickly here. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He's going to throw this one. He's got a man left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Working inside the red zone. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Offense up to the line fast. On 2nd and 9. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's scooped up by the Chargers.
Put a check mark by that one. You're going to remember that one, not just over the course of this game, but I guarantee you in the offseason when they're watching effort. That was all about effort. Backs pressed against the wall when you're down here defensively. And that's the type of play that coaches love to see from everyone on the roster.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. They give it to him again. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Chargers moments away from a 2-0 start. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Another carry for him. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's tackled for a short gain. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Catch made underneath by the back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their 1st time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it's going to be their football coming up. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills get it back to within 2 possessions. Now we'll see them try the point after. Rush coming off the edge, and they block it!
I can feel the anger all the way up here, Kate. They did not like giving up the big play, the lengthy touchdown, and they decided to release a little bit of that frustration via the special teams. That juice, that energy, you could feel it overwhelmed there and led to the block.
And this kick is covered by the Chargers, and that should salt this game away. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Taking a big shot for the end zone. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Kyer Elam makes the play.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Finds Kincaid. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. So Buffalo's going to call it second timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use.
After 29 yards.
From the 29. Try and push it deep downfield. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Now to throw. Big gain downfield. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. And the timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
And the Bills 1st down.
Throwing it again here. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Chargers are stopped on the return on the final play of this game. So the Chargers come away with the win in this one. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Chargers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.
Something new. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how rough riders roll. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how rough riders roll. Snitches wanna try, snitches wanna lie, the snitches wonder why, snitches wanna die. All I know is pain, all I feel is rain. How can I maintain with madness on my brain? I resort to moving silence like you don't know what I silence. New York, the wildest. My dogs is with it. You want it? Come and get it. Took it, then we split it. Damn right we did it. What you gon' do when we run up on you? Messing with the wrong crew. Don't know what we gon' do. Let me find out there's some more that's running with Joe. Nothing we can't handle. Break it up and dismantle. Light it up like a candle. Just cause I can't stand you. Put my on tapes like you busting grapes. Think you holding weight and you haven't met the apes. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how rough riders roll. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how rough riders roll. Yo, it's y'all people crazy? Be crazy, stop acting like a baby. Mind your business, lady. Nosy people get it too. When you see me spit at you, you know I'm trying to get rid of you. Yeah, I know it's pitiful. That's how get down. Watch my get round. Make you suckers kiss ground. Just for talking. Oh, you think it's funny? Then you don't know me, money. It's about to get ugly. Whatever, dog, I'm hungry. I guess you know what that means. Come up off that ravine. Don't make it a scene. Give a dog a bone. Leave a dog alone. Let a dog roam and he'll find his way home. Home of the brave. My home is the cave. And yo, I'm a slave to my home is the grave. I'ma pull papers. It's all about the papers. Caught the papers and now they wanna. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how rough riders roll. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how rough riders roll. Man, look what you done started. Act written, you got it. Had it, should've shot it. Now you're dealing departed. Get at me, dog, that I rip. This one here, I flip. No, when I kick, gonna be some slick. What would that look for when I walked in the door? Oh, you thought you was raw? Cause now you on the floor. Wishing you never saw me walk through that door. With that. Now it's time for babe. Two more today. Got the floor. Yeah, that. Another unsolved mystery. It's going down in history. They never did to me. Can't get to me. Got to make a move. Got a point to prove. Gotta make them groove. Got them all like ooh. So to the next time you hear this dog rhyme, try to keep your mind on get crime. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop.
I want you to win. This.
I ain't seen real problems since seen nothing. I ain't seen real problems since tripping up grades. I just be making up different reasons for my nieces. From my day I pick it up to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight. Cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want? I got Jesus giving money, what you want? I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry. So I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye. Cause I can never really want you unless it's money or pride. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sequence.
Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, God, I gave him a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun.
Okay, now drop your bag, sass. I've been here from the start.